Buddy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Undead Unluck chapter 92. So before I get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and I'm just on a non-stop high-speed struggle train heading into chaos, and it's getting faster by the second. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and a kickin', feel free to hit up my Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below. So, also, make sure you stay tuned, because after I'm done recording all of my manga chapter live reactions today, I'm going to be recording some Jump Festa content, and that includes some Undead Unluck news. So make sure you stay tuned and stay subscribed. So last chapter of Undead Unluck, we got to see Tatiana and Billy make up, and I really feel like it's a forgive but not forget situation, kind of similar to what we saw in Boku no Hero Academia. But we gotta unite because, you know, we gotta deal with God and shit. But now it's up to Fuko. It is. Let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. And this chapter is titled Taste. Oh, Yoshimumi, this is cute. Once upon a time, there was a demon who made cherry blossoms bloom. The demon was intrigued by the people who would come to see his blossoms. See these? I made them bloom and approached them in an attempt to make friends. However, the people thought cherry blossoms were symbols of ill omens, and so they came to revile the demon instead. As he pondered how best to earn everyone's friendship, the demon had an epiphany. He realized that people become friendly by playing with one another. Return my family heirloom. Container. The demon traveled around Japan collecting toys as bushels of cherry trees bloomed in his wake. And so the demon grew bigger. Now with his robust collection of toys, he hurried down to the human village to play with everyone. But his body inexplicably grew larger. In the end, everyone was frightened, and not a single person would play with him. That's sad. He decided to lead a secluded life in the mountains, accepting that he would never get along with humans. That was until he met another demon. When he addressed the demon, thinking he could befriend it since they were of the same ilk, demon, seems the hard work I put into this paid off. This is a mask I made based on your wanted poster. So I wouldn't alarm you and all. The demon was extremely alarmed. Your face came off. Your face came off. I told you it's a mask. This was the first time that a human talked to him without fear. What? You can't spin a top? No. Teach me. Aw, sure thing. The demon asked the man, "You're not afraid? I'm the demon of the blossoms." Yeah, I know. They say you're some symbol of misfortune and death or whatnot, right? What a tasteless thing to say. People are killing each other in a turf war. That's not because of an ill omen. That's human sin wrought by human hands. Thank you. And there's a point to this. The village, let me keep going here. The village folks blamed the blossoms and treated you lousy, didn't they? I can only imagine how tough you've had it. I'm sorry about all that. I have to stop for a second because I need to go into this, because this is something that is a problem. Yoshifumi, I love you for this, because this is a huge problem right now. And especially for my peoples, because we're history... I'm a Jew for those of you that don't know. We are history scapegoats. We are. We continue to be fucking history scapegoats, and it's fucking annoying. And people want to put instead of people taking accountability for their sins, for their problems, and all that shit, they want to put the blame on something else, because they don't want to, they don't want to take accountability. They don't want to be like, oh, I did something wrong. Or not just that, they don't want to face the reality of the situation. Because let's be real, denial is more than just a river, and delusion is one hell of a drug. People are killing each other in a turf war. That's not because of an ill omen. That's human sin wrought by human hands. Just like people don't want to admit that they're fucking gullible and they believe misinformation. I don't understand what's so hard about to use a fucking search engine. You have the largest database at your fingertips. There is such thing as cross-checking. It is not hard. I don't know why people bitch about fake news. Motherfucker, it's your fault that you believed it. You're gullible as shit and you just don't want to admit that you were played. I'll admit, if I'm wrong, I'll admit it and I'll eat crow. I will. But you mofos that won't, you sheep that won't, and will just stay only in your echo chambers, when will you admit it? No, never, because you are a bunch of dumbass sheep. That's why. Anyways. The demon was confused, and also, instead, and this is going on with certain things, my people get blamed instead, because apparently it's my people's fault for everything. And what happens is they get attacked in the streets. And it's not fair. Life isn't fair, but you know what I mean. And it sucks. But that's just how shit is. The demon was confused as to why the man was apologizing, especially since the man hadn't done him any harm. It's okay. Well, because he feels bad. He feels bad because these people are a bunch of morons. And he also doesn't want, like, you know, Spring to attack all these, or to think that all humans are like this. It's okay. I'm not angry. Boy, you sure are kind. But Spring is actually not a complete moron. Well, he's a moron, but not like, you know what I mean. Let me make it up to you somehow. Make it up? I can ask for anything? Yeah, anything's fair game. I want to play a bunch. Oh, he just wants to play. He's just a big kid. Every day from then on, the man who called himself Ishin would come to play, bringing a variety of toys and games. And on the robe, it says Unbreakable, because remember, this is Unbreakable's ancestor. Today, we're going to play a game using these. Oh, it's called, Hyakunin Ishu, Hunter Poem Karuta. Yay! Through games, the demon acquired language. Oh, no, not like that. You gotta go for it like you're really trying to send the other guy flying. I am now learned. See, I have conversation completely mastered. I'm now learned. See, I have conversation completely mastered. I like that speech pattern. It's got character. Though for some reason he picked up a haiku-esque manner of speech. The demon started to feel as though he could finally befriend humans. Looking good there, Lord Spring. Oh, can't have you running around in the buff forever. Consider those my thanks. Oh my god, consider those my thanks. Hope you accept them. Thanks? Yep, I've got myself a wife. A wife? I'm terrible with women, but I got to talking about cherry blossoms, you see, and I managed to woo her. She said that she loved cherry blossoms too. I see. However, that goes not for everyone. They all still fear what I am. Okay, tell you what. Right now, Edo is thrown out of whack due to the shogunate getting overthrown, the tabaku, they call it. I'll lead it to battle. It'll lead to battle. Oh my god, I'm wearing so shit. It'll lead to battle, but I'm going to stop it with my Unbreakable. The bloodless siege of the capital will mark the start of a new chapter for Japan, and if your cherry blossoms are at the heart of it, everyone far and wide will fall in love with Spring. Bloodless siege? The demon did not know what any of that meant. However, the man completed his bloodless siege, and Japan made strides toward the Meiji era. The cherry blossoms that enveloped that new start were considered glad tidings by the people for the first time. The demon that watched from atop the mountain was filled with glee, but he had forgotten that he was a demon, a Uma. Huh? Ishin? Is this... Lord Spring, looks like you're back to normal. Was it I that did all this? I heard you were running amok here. Someone was challenging the villagers to bets and taking the lives of whoever lost. A demon, they said. Ishin, please, I beg of you, you need to kill me. The world shall keep going round with or without me. What a tasteless request. After all, you. Oh, my, after all, I love you. I love spring. My ties with you, my ties with my wife. I'm gonna cry right now. This mark of a new era without any bloodshed. All are the tidings of spring. Damn it, Yoshifumi, you're gonna get me crying right now. Spring isn't a season of misfortune. We're gonna need spring in the future, so if you want to die so bad, call it. We'll stake our lives on this gamble. If you really do embody misfortune, then go ahead and lose to me. But if you win this, then try living a little longer, will ya? For how long must I? Right, well, let's see. The demon won, although he felt he was handed the victory somehow. Still, the demon decided to honor his promise. For how long must I? Right, well, let's see. Till that day comes, the day when people like me act in earnest. Look at that, seeing civilization be built. And play with you. Till people with taste cross paths with you. Spring, come on, let's play. I feel so much for spring. I do. And the thing with Spring is Spring is just very innocent. He is a big kid. He really is. And all he wanted was friends to play with. That's all he wanted. And what Ishin did that was just incredible was, and even Spring did too. Like Spring could have been a complete asshole and just say fuck y'all and just have a grudge against humanity, but he didn't. That really says a lot about him. And you have to wonder what that says, or what that, kind of represents in regards to God. If that represents God's like kinder side, God's innocent side. You really have to wonder that. Because remember what these Umas represent. The Uma, like everything that we've seen in this manga, they represent, they are a test of humanity. They are. They're tools, and to an extent, tools to kill God. And like all these, the Umas are like little, tests and whatnot. And with Spring, I feel like Spring represents like God's like kindness, because we know Spring represents new beginnings. And it's just so sweet. I really do love this. And you know what? I kind of understand why Spring acts like a child, because when you think of new beginnings, you think of like of like a childlike nature. You think of birth, you think of kids and all of that. So yeah, I kind of understand. I understand. Whereas like with winter, you think of cold. Well, obviously winter it's cold, but you think like of darkness, death, in terms of life cycle. I mean, the end and all that. So for Spring to be like this, I really actually kind of like that. I do. And and I can see why Spring relates to Fuko in this way. Because remember, Fuko made that promise to her, made the promise to live on, even though with her parents gone and all that. That's kind of what it's reminding me of a little bit. I'm very curious what you guys think. What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of Spring's story? But I want to go back to something here. But something had to have caused spring to snap like this. Something there isn't a cause. There is a cause to an effect. What caused this? What caused? We don't know what caused spring to snap like this. That's the thing I'm very curious about. What caused it? What led God to, activate spring that first time? For that first time. I'm very curious what you guys think. What do you think? Something humanity did that had to have caused spring to snap. Or, I'm sorry, something had to have happened where God decided to activate spring. It couldn't have just been because it was peaceful. Because that would be something like shit we saw in Soul Leveling. That would have been really fucked up. I know God's fucked up, but nah, God can't be that fucked up. No fucking way. But if it was like that, and this was a test, and that would totally mean Ishin kind of passed it, don't you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing, I want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so I could keep bringing you more Undead Unluck content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.